Is your WordPress site giving you issues, or maybe sometimes you're trying to open that's coming from your admin dashboard? We're trying to open a particular link and sometimes, like for example, let me say the media upload, and instead of opening, it's just redirecting you to a page and telling you maybe 404 error. That error is actually from changes from your WordPress default files. There are some other situations whereby you will need to change these default files. Now, let's say for example, if an attacker tend to attack your website, most of the time what they do, they tend to change some files in your, or add some unwanted scripts to your WordPress default files. Because in this case now, you might discover that there will be a need for you to replace your WordPress default files, and replacing this, you have to be very careful. If not, your website might break down. So now in this video, I'm going to walk you through step by step the easiest way you can replace your WordPress default files without breaking down your website. Without further ado, let's go straight to the tutorial. Hello everyone, this is Kingsley from this channel. In case you're just joining me for the first time, please ensure you click on the subscribe button, and don't forget to always click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time I upload new video, or so that you'll be the first to get notified whenever I upload new videos. Now, to begin with this tutorial, I'm going to quickly go to WordPress.org. You can go there now, because we are going to be doing it in two phases. Now, I'm going to quickly show you. Let me quickly go to WordPress Manager. On my cPanel, I'm going to go to WordPress Manager. If one easiest way you can do that is click on here and ensuring you can check. Sometimes you might discover that your website is not really uploading, as in you discover that your website is not really updated. In that case, that is where you have to update your website, so that you'll be able to, once you update the website, you are going to see that error will be fixed, as it's going to replace all those files. So now this is where we are going to navigate to. You can see now you can from here, you can see this is WordPress repository. Now I can come to here. Now I'll click on download. Just click on this download. I've already downloaded, so I don't have to click download it again. So just click on this download and download the WordPress setup file that contains the whole WordPress files and default files. So now once you download it, you have it on your system. Let me just navigate to where I have it on my system. So now I saved it somewhere here. I save it somewhere here now. This is it. What you're going to just do is for you to extract this file. So I'm going to extract it. Let me just say extract here. Now, if you want to click on extract here, it's going to start extracting that particular file, and it will extract it into WordPress folder. You see a folder WordPress. That's the folder is going to extract all your contents to. Now I'm going to as this is extracting, we are going to just delay a little for it to finish extracting, so that I'll proceed with showing you what to do. Okay, while this is extracting, you can see, as I said earlier, you can actually you can see mine is already up to date. Now, if yours wasn't up to date, why? You can just click here, go down. You are going to see on the at this side, you are going to see upgrade. So now you just click on it. It will redirect you to a link, and just follow it up. And once you do the upgrade, it's going automatically, those files your default WordPress files will be updated to the new one. So your website will come back normal the way it's supposed to be. But if your website was already up to date as mine is, this is how you are going to go about it. Once you download the files, as I did, you extract it. Now, once you extract that file. I'm actually waiting for mine to finish extracting, stay extracting. So once it finish extracting, I'm going to show you the particular files you are going to keep and the ones you're going to move. So now let's just while doing that, I'm going to go to, while waiting for that to upload, I'm going to go to my cPanel and then navigate to where I have my installation on my cPanel. Then you can see these are all the WordPress files. So now I'm going to create a folder in this particular place. I'll create a folder, then might just name it backup. Let me just name it as backup. So now I'm going to click on, it should be in this folder double. Now I'm going to say okay. Now you can see now these are all the files. Why I did this, once you update the files, you can actually delete this backup file. I just want to keep it here so that in case anything goes wrong, you can quickly reverse back to this. So now I'm going to just hold on. I think it's almost done extracting the files. So what you're going to do, these are the files you're going to, these are the default WordPress files. You can just select all, then hold down Control on your key PC or Command, or if you're using Mac, then just select. These are the default files you're going to. This you can unselect this. Now you can select this other one, or select your WP content folder and also your WP config folder. Those are the key ones you won't have to delete, and also this backup folder. Now you can see I have WP content from WP admin. The WP content, you don't have to replace this particular folder. Reason, all your WordPress sites, all your WordPress files are being stored on this. So when you replace this particular folder, your website is automatically going to break down, because this folder is needed for your website to work perfectly well. So now once that is done, you can just, once you've selected all the rest of the files that you feel is not among the WordPress, you can see once you selected all the old files, you can just move them and bring them to this backup folder. You can see this is just the WP content and the WP config that is just left here. Now if you should refresh your website, you will discover that your website is broken. It's not showing anything. You can see this was the website. If I should refresh, you can see that it's not going to show anything. It's just showing this. So you have to be fast about it while doing this, so that you don't have to, this place don't have to be that long. You don't have to start waiting that long off on this and that particular page. So now I'm going to, now you can see what I say. Let me refresh. Then you can see I have the folder WordPress has been extracted. So now once you open this particular folder, you can see, now you can see we have probably all the whole WordPress default files here. Now what you're going to do is to select all of them, then unselect the ones, the WP content file and the WP config file. You can see it's actually this. You can select the WP content and WP config file. Make sure you deselect those two files in particular. Then once you do that, you can just right click on it and add them to archive. Once you've done that, you can now add them to archive, then select zip for it. Then once you select zip for it, you can see I'm having zip. You select zip for it, then click on OK. You can rename the folder if you want. You can rename the folder to whatever you want. Me, I've already done this before. I've done this, so I'm not going to redo it again. So I've done it and I've saved it somewhere here. This is the folder. I name it WP WordPress core files. This, you can see when I open it, you will discover that is what's exactly what we have there. You can see without the WP content file and also without the WP config file here. You can see every other thing remains the same. So now what you're going to be doing now Remember, we are here. I'm going to be uploading this particular file into this folder. So now I'm going to come here and click on, sorry, clicking on download. That's work. So now I'm going to click on upload. So now once you click on upload, it's going to redirect you here. What you're going to do now is to go to a folder and drag that particular file you actually zipped and bring it in here. So now we are going to just wait for it a little for it to finish uploading. One thing you should note, once you are uploading this, it's going to get to 100%. But one thing you should be patient enough, because you can see when it gets to 100%, it's going to still be blue color. Ensure you are patient enough for it and wait for it to change to green color. The 100% will then turn to green color. That is when you know that yes, your upload is successful. So now we are going to just wait for it, our upload to finish up or to be successful. Then we'll proceed with the tutorial. You can see it's already 100%, as I said, but we have to be patient enough for it to change to green color. So you can see it's still blue color. So let's just keep on waiting a little for it to finally change to green color, because if I proceed like this, it's not going to work out. So we have to just be patient enough and wait for it till it turns in green color. You can see now it has now turned to green color. This is now when my installation is finally complete. So I just click on this and it's going to redirect me back here. You can see this is this whole file here. So now what I'm going to now do is to now click on extract. I'm going to extract it to this folder, to this same folder. Then click on, you can see once I do that, everything is back. So now once I do, you refresh your website now, you will discover that your website will be up and running again and nothing is broken. Your website is up and running, nothing is broken. You can see everything is working perfectly well. So you can see this is how you replace your default WordPress file on your website to your website. Now you can see, from after doing this, you can just delete all of this. You can decide to delete this. And also come here, you can also delete this. So you can see, and decide to just delete the remaining ones you don't actually need. So you can see this is how easy it was for me to actually replace the default WordPress file, and my website will still remain intact, as in nothing was actually happened to. But one thing you should note, once you mistakenly replace this wp.config file, your website is going to break. Once you replace your WP content file, your website is going to break, because your WP content file contains the whole files that your website needs to work. That's the media, the videos, if there's any, and other things, the images. This is where it is being stored. So you don't need to replace this particular folder. Now, while the WP config file contains the configuration of your website, so you don't need to replace this particular one. You don't need to replace this particular one at all. So these are the two you are going to leave out while replacing anything here. So I believe you might have learned a lot from this particular tutorial. You can check out for my other videos on YouTube so that you can learn other things on WordPress website design and how to fix common WordPress errors. So until next time, this is where I'm going to stop in this particular tutorial. In case you like it, please ensure you hit the like button and share this video to as many that will be interested or that might learn from this particular video. Until next time, bye for now.